What's up? Keith Kelfus. Just got out of a quote Saturday. Just got back from the Kentucky GIE Expo. That was awesome, man. But now I'm already back to work doing quotes. So I want to talk to you about sales right now. And what is sales? I want to teach you some stuff. Well, what is it? It's not what you think. It's not the furniture salesman when you walk into the furniture store jumping all over you trying to sell you the next thing or trying to upsell and get your damn money. When you're walking a property with a customer, an intelligent human being with a spirit just like you, and these people, usually if they can afford to hire landscaping, you know, sometimes these people got money. Well, they didn't get money by being stupid, and they didn't get money by blowing it. And these are intelligent people. So, first of all, you got to be clean. Number one, you walk up, back straight, maybe your shirt's tucked in, whatever it is, don't have fucking stains all over your jeans and holes in them. Or if you're wearing khakis, make sure you're clean. If you're wearing tennis shoes, they better be clean. You can't show up looking like a bum and trying to charge top dollar. If you got a beard, you know, that's fine. But, well, actually, I got a buddy in the tree service who got a hell of a beard, man. It's like a Viking. But his sense of certainty and eye contact and professionalism, people see him and talk to him. As soon as they talk to him, like, they're instantly almost intimidated because they know that this is the guy who's gonna take their tree down like a boss. So unless you have that sense of certainty that's so strong and professionalism, you know, you better show up, you know, looking presentable first of all, because the second people see you, they're instantly making judgments. They can't help it. People are almost like judgmental and even racist by nature in a way. And when I say that, dude, don't even get into all that. I'm not racist, but what I mean, they're looking at every little tiny thing subconsciously, and they're putting you into a category. So when you show up, you extend your hand, you shake their hand, and look in their eyes and smile. How can I help you today, sir? I'm so-and-so with so-and-so company. You got your clipboard in your hand. And then from that point on, for instance, I was basically at the expo talking about this the other day with Randy. What's up, Randy? And Greg. What's up, Greg? And also John Zimmerman. What's up, John? And a couple other guys. You know, sorry if I don't get your name, but back to the point. You pretty much let them talk themselves right into the sale. I was in Amway back in the day, network marketing, multi-level marketing. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a cult in sales. It changed the country. But anyways, what I learned blew my mind, changed my life forever. There's a tape by Larry Van Buskirk. The guy's a motivational. He was rich in that company. Man, I keep digressing. I gotta get to the point. Because there's so much. This subject is so deep, and it's so hard to just broad cover it without digressing, because it's such a deep subject. Sales is psychology, it's emotion, it's psycho-emotion, it's neurolinguistics, it's mimicking and mirroring. It's so much. So basically, shut the fuck up, don't talk, and let them talk. If there's something you don't know, don't say it. If they ask you something and you don't know, say, I don't know, but I can find out. And you go research that thing and come back and give them an educated answer. Don't bullshit, because they're gonna know that you're bullshitting them. So usually just keep your mouth shut. Even if a customer's walking around pointing out stuff on their property that they would like to have done, I'm not going in and talking about everything. Oh, so you want this done like this and this? How about like this and this? And I just shut up. I walk around the whole property. I don't say a word. It's almost like I'm shadowing them. And just let them talk. And when they're all done talking, you know, then you go back and you rephrase what they said. You repeat it back to them in a way that they can understand it, so they know that you know that they know that you understand exactly what they want, and you've taken the time to feel them out. You know, if they're the type of person who wants to hear every little thing back, then fine. It depends on how meticulous they are. Some people, you got to get down nitty gritty to meticulousness and feel those people out, because there's there's 3 different personality types, and I'm going to get in that into another video too, which is very important when it comes to sales. So, no, there's 4 different personality types, but I'm going to get into that too. So shut the fuck up when you're talking to your customers. Let them do most of the talking, and you only talk about what's at hand. You only talk about business. Only talk about the subject at hand. If you talk about anything that doesn't have anything to do, at least start talking about your life or something personal, there's nothing wrong with that. But what happens on the customer's perception, they're like, what? Even if it seems like they're paying attention, there's a disconnect. If you cause a disconnect, now you lost them, and then every second that you go on blabbing your fucking mouth about something that has nothing to do with the job or them or their life, you're losing ground every second that you will not regain that ground, and they're going to think you're a fucking weirdo, and they're not going to want you to do the job, and you're not going to get the money. So you see where I'm going with that? You only talk about them. If they want to talk about their life, that's fine, as long as it's positive. If they start talking about something negative about their life, whining, bitching, complaining, or talking about a death they had in the family, you just be like, oh, you don't even say sorry. You say, and then right in the middle of them talking about it, in a pause, you start talking about so you want this done, and get them out of it. Snap them out of it and get them back to talking about the project. If you're talking about something positive in their life, that's great. Oh yeah, talk about it for a couple minutes, but never negative. Never. If you validate someone's negativity, or you validate them talking about a death in their family, oh, I'm sorry, I know my brother died too, or this or that. I mean, hey, you can relate to that. Don't talk about that, because what's going to happen neurolinguistically, they're going to link that up when they look at you. They're going to be thinking about their freaking brother or wife or husband or someone who died of cancer while looking at you, and then they're going to get a bad taste in their mouth. You fucked up. You're going to get a bad feeling for some reason. They're not going to be able to, maybe not consciously understand it, but subconsciously it's going to happen where they're going to just not feel right around you, and you're not going to get repeat work from them at all times. Or it's going to backfire, and now they're going to start think that, see, it's all about healthy boundaries. It could backfire. You could destroy that boundary, and now you got a person telling you all their personal problems all the time and telling you their life story, and you're losing money because you're not being a professional, and you're not getting it. You're dealing with someone too personal, too close. Don't get too close to your customers or clients. You're going to do that, and you're going to make the mistake and learn for it. But ultimately, the point and goal is, you're going to get to the point where you got your shirt tucked in, your back straight, you got a clipboard, and you're a professional. You go in, you serve these people, you give them what they need, you take care of them on a professional level, and they can feel that sense of integrity. Now, the more professional you get, the higher your prices go, right? When you're less professional, and you might do great work, but if you're less professional and you don't communicate that, and you're charging lower prices, you're going to calibrate to that customer who's looking for a guy like you at the lower level, and you're going to make less money, and you're not going to get high-paying clients. See, the more high-paying clients, the more professional they are, is the more professional contractors they seek to deal with, because water seeks its own level. If you just started your business and you're broke, running around charging low money, not getting paid anything, and dealing with all these fucking weirdo clients, it's because you're attracting that, because they're attracting you and you're attracting them, right? Do you think a top-notch professional company that charges $100 an hour would be dealing with clients like that? No, because they don't have to, and they don't want clients like that. So you're always, like attracts like, birds of a feather flock together. You attract that. As you grow into your business, you're going to calibrate higher and higher to higher types of clients. And like me, I'm somewhere in the middle now, but I've gotten to the point where, dude, I don't even, if a customer is say a weirdo, or they're on a tight budget, you know, I understand that, but I got money to make, I got family to feed, I got dreams to pursue, and I don't got time for clients like that. So I might purposely do something odd or something to rub them in a way. Now, don't try this unless you're experienced with this. I'll do something specifically to end that relationship and get away from them and put my time where money is flowing. Like I said, in 1 week I made $6,500 and something. I think it was $6,450 profit in 1 week after all expenses I'm not bullshitting you. And another week I made over 5 G's. There's weeks I've made 3,500, 4 grand. I've made bookoo bucks doing this, landscaping. I've really done it. I was gonna do a video where I go get a bunch of cash out of the bank and prove it to you or something, but that's real tacky. I'm not gonna do that. But it's like, I wanna prove to you somehow that this really works, and you can make some freaking good money doing this landscaping if you know how to calibrate and you know how to talk to people, and you can back it up with work ethic, integrity, and deliver and execute and get the job done. You can do that, and it all starts with sales. And what is sales? Just the ability to develop a common ground with people and develop rapport and keep and establish that connection and drive it so deep that you create a wellspring of wealth that's going to flow into your life and your business and everything, and you can have some real good money in your life and be able to buy whatever you want if you want. But it's that's what that is, and it all comes from experience. Experience. There's no shortcuts to it. So if you're still watching the video right now, I'm totally proud of you, because that tells me that you're hungry. If you're still watching the video, I know that you're gonna make it. You know, I saw some kid putting on his work shoes about to go work at Burger King when I was coming back from the expo, and I wanted to walk up to him. He was probably an 18-year-old kid. I want to say, bro, today I make like 2 G's a week. You know, 10 years ago I worked at Burger King and I was broke, and my mom OD'd on heroin and died, and you know, that was more recently. But you know, I slept in my car. I was homeless. Yeah, I lived in shelters when I was a kid for battered women and homeless children. Like some fucked up shit, dude. I've been abused. So, and today I'm successful, and I worked at Burger King just like you. But I realized in that moment that'd be more about me, and it just wouldn't have. He might not have picked up on it, because it just, my heart goes out to the young guys especially, who are going through a lot of shit and they're just blind and they don't know what's going on. They don't understand that, you know, you are in control of your own destiny. You're really in control of your own destiny, and you could do and have anything that you want in your life. And I'm also going to make a video about be, do, have. So alright, I blabbed enough. I hope you got something out of that. Yes, I want you to subscribe and share my videos, because I want this shit to blow up so more people can get value. I'm really, it's starting to pull on my heartstrings now, because I see how this affects people. And, you know, I'm passionate about it. So share the frickin' video, press share, go on your Google Plus and write something about it. Please do that, because I want the word to get out. Alright. Out.